Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. And as you can see from the title of this video, I will be giving my commentary on Wanda's latest YouTube live. During this live, she really had some balls on her, some cojones, because she actually addressed Melody Cherie's manager, Dawn, and she also accused Melometers of some serious accusations. Now, before we dig in deep, I ask that you all please hit the like button on this video. It will cause YouTube to recommend this video to more people who enjoy Love and Marriage Huntsville, as well as the TV show recaps and the celebrity gossip surrounding the show. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would love to have you. I do some live TV show recaps. Some TV show recaps are pre-recorded videos. And I also talk about my natural hair care journey, 2 years locked. And I do talk about some celebrity gossip. All right. And also the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary of Wanda's sound bites are allowed for criticism. All right, so let's jump right on in. So I want to get into her accusations against the Melometers. As you all know, I know that you heard the rumors about the police showing up to Marceau's event, homecoming weekend for A&M University. Well, Wanda has her suspicions on what led to the police showing up that day.
About Marceau, when they said, well, this something happened. I heard Mr. Wanda say something about the police was called. Yep, exactly. Some of y'all meters said, and I heard somebody personally say this right here. Oh, they bring the Black Expo down here because I'm gonna make sure, because I know the people that works there. I mean, I know people that in that business. I'm gonna make sure that it won't come here, okay? It will not come down here. But when God is for you, who can be against you? The world can be against you. When God is for you, there's nothing can be against you, y'all. So I'm just letting y'all know that. And when I tell you, they called the police. Police came out to Marceau event. Not only once did they call the police. They called it 2 times this month. They called the police to Marceau event that he was having at his establishment on his property, which he went and brought the whole lot across the street from his establishment. He went and brought the whole lot over there, okay? Just supposed to park. But look at Marceau. He is something else. He is something else, y'all. That's my son-in-law, but ooh-wee. He is a pistol and a gun and everything else put in him. He is something else. But they called the police on him to try to stop his event. So, with that being said, they stopped his day. They did stop the daytime. But thank y'all for going and doing that, because you know what happened? Do y'all know what happened? He sold the fuck out. Nighttime. The ones that supposed to been in there today, all of them came that night.
Okay, so first of all, I want to point out Wanda's colorful language. As you're going to learn in the soundbite in regards to Dawn, you're going to also see that Wanda was a little lit during this live, as she actually asked someone to go get her drink. So we'll get there very soon. But what I do want to say on a more serious note is that people who do not really care for Melody Cherie, they have created this lazy read, this ongoing stereotype about Melometers being either crazy or extremely vengeful. And they just want to cast a net. They want to cast a net on a large group of people, her large fan base. Realistically, I just don't see any millimeters who would be busy that weekend thinking that they're going to call the police on a local establishment. From what I was told, the way that he organized his event, it was so many people there that it was actually impacting the other nearby businesses, allegedly, from what I was told. So it just made sense to me that probably one of his fellow business owners may have called the cops because they want to make money too, you know, or perhaps it was someone that was trying to patronize another business and they had difficulty. But I just don't think that a millimeter would go that far. But that's not the only accusation that Wanda makes against the millimeters. There is more, and this is even more serious. Take a look or listen.
There was no stopping. And from that day forward, that Thursday, I think the week after that, Tisha done went to the reunion. Okay? Do y'all think at any moment that Tisha gonna leave her kids at home alone? As long as she got a mother and all these aunties she have, did y'all think one moment that she'll leave her kids at home alone? Police was called, y'all. That let you know how people hate you so much. The police will call to her home. That she left the kids all alone, and she was and they didn't know where she was. They said they could have said in California, but the police called, and they called from the outside of the house. So that meant that somebody pulled up at their driveway and called the police. Man, how evil! How evil can y'all get? I was there. I answered the door, and I explained to them what's really was going on. And they looking at that phone call as I speak. You better hope it wasn't you. That OEM looking at my channel at this moment. You better hope it wasn't you. Because they don't play about that in Alabama, baby. They don't play about you playing games and playing with our tax dollars. Period. Y'all don't quit playing with our tax dollars. I don't really need to be paying all these tax dollars, but hey, if I'm gonna pay it for a good cause.
Again, so she is trying to make the millimeters look bad, look very negative and vicious. I am not fully convinced that this alleged false police call ever took place. If anything, because the war that's waging in her family is so strong, I wouldn't be convinced if it was like a relative who is empathetic towards Kiki may have made such a call if the call ever took place. I'm not convinced that any millimeter actually called the police and told a fabrication concerning Tisha and Marceau's kids being home alone, because then Wanda said in that soundbite that the police actually came to the house. So that means that the millimeter would have had their personal home address. And I just don't think that someone would do that. I definitely hope not. You all let me know in the comments what you think. So now I'm going to play the soundbite where Wanda actually speaks on Melody Cherie's manager, Dawn. As you all know, Queen Sheba did an amazing interview with Dawn in regards to her past interactions with blogger Anthony Lofties. So Wanda is going to briefly address Anthony, and in turn is basically addressing Dawn as well. And I will come back with my commentary. Just one moment.
What I'm saying, you was trying to hurt the wrong people, and it was not cool. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Anthony Lofton. But I heard old girl over there. Is it Don Michelle? I think her name Don Michelle. Hold on for a minute. Take the key out the car and look at that cooler up there. I got my black champagne up there. Would you please bring it to me, please? Hey, it's in the cooler in the kitchen. I had to let my champagne get cold, y'all. So I I was on there, and I wasn't concerned about. But one thing, I heard a lot of stuff she was saying, but my most thing that I was concerned about is old girl manager Don Michelle had the audacity to say something about AL. I was shocked to hear the things that she had to say. Let's see where I'm going to go with this. I will say to you, Miss Don Michelle, when AL was helping your ass, when he was out there trying to help you do a lot of things, you didn't think that at that point that he had mental health. Yeah. You didn't think they had mental health then. So why do you feel at this point that he got mental health? See, when you don't do what people want you to do, they tend to be your enemies at that time. And that's the only thing I've been trying to tell people for a long time. Not only Anthony gonna see it, a lot of y'all gonna see it. Yeah, a lot of you guys gonna see it. Just keep living. I'm gonna tell you something about black people, us black people. I ain't talking about I'm talking about us black people. We can't get along. We can't. We don't want to see nobody else come up. We don't want to see nobody.
Okay, so she was actually talking about the situation. I'm sure that you have heard about Anthony Lofty's. I believe that he was explaining what he interpreted to be his experience with Dawn, and he did so behind the paywall. So I'm not subscribed to any memberships, so I was not privy to whatever that he would have said on Patreon or behind the paywall. But Dawn was interviewed by Queen Sheba. And again, congratulations to Queen Sheba for landing such a significant interview. And Dawn, she opened up with talking about her vast expertise in the entertainment business and how well connected she is. And from what I gather, it sounded like, she said she was mentoring him. She was being very generous and extending some of her job descriptions as a manager. She actually extended towards him, but according to her, she was not his manager. There was no contractual relationship. And so Wanda admitted to watching the Queen Sheba interview, and she took this opportunity to try and, stir up more dissension between these two people. And I feel like Wanda is only doing that because she does not care for Melody Cherie. And what I find to be interesting about this is that it's okay for people who don't like Melody to be slanted against her, but you're wrong if you are slanted for her. And I can say this with peace on my mind and peace in my heart. I am slanted towards Melody because she is a woman. She is a Black woman. She's an educated Black woman, a hardworking, educated Black woman. And she has overcome so much disrespect, betrayal, and having to start over financially. So that's why I'll always be slanted towards her. And I can say that with a peaceful mind because I know that I'm not a vicious person. And for me to be slanted towards Melody, I don't have to do anything mean to the people who I know don't care for her. I give my commentary and then I keep on moving and keep it moving. So I feel like because Dawn is Melody's manager and Wanda does not care for Melody, that's why she chose to give her commentary on the situation and, being anti-Dawn. So I think she's not really looking at the situation objectively, but she's slanted. And according to her, That is totally okay. Now, Wanda does speak briefly on the situation concerning Kiki saying that Marceau allegedly had a threesome with two other women. So let's take a listen.
Say, Kiki made a statement that Marceau had two women and him himself make a threesome. I don't believe in no fool and I can see you. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. Anybody want to know, do I believe it? Hell to the no, no, no. Because first of all, y'all got to think. I told y'all a whole month ago, if y'all go back to my live, when I had problem with Kiki and her mama. Kiki mama don't come back on this show no more. She don't go to the bloggers no more. Because they already know. They don't want to work with me. They do not want to work with me for real. Not for real, for real. For real, for real. Not for real, for real. They don't want to. I'm going to tell y'all, when you're thinking that I'm drunk at a club, I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake.
So she does not believe that Marceau had the threesome. What I also want to mention to you all that in this interview, a couple of sound bites that I did not pull out was that she said that the women on Love and Marriage Huntsville need to stick together. And she said that all of the men on Love and Marriage Huntsville are 304s. And then she got into saying that she does not believe that Marceau had the threesome. But she did say that all of the men on Love and Marriage Huntsville are 304s. So Wanda is quite fascinating when she's extremely contradictory. And she literally made those two statements within about 2 minutes of each other. All right, so then Wanda decides to speak on Stormy. Obviously, she has watched commentary here on YouTube where people are convinced that Wanda and Tisha, they must be afraid of Stormy and Betty because they have not, really firmly, assertively, aggressively addressed Stormy, calling Marceau out of his name.
To the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast, B's and O's. To you, Stormy. Stormy Steele. You didn't catch you didn't catch the ball. You really didn't. You didn't catch the ball. Marceau threw the ball at you. You didn't catch it. So you gotta be smart on your feet when you're dealing with Marceau. You gotta be very smart on your feet when you're dealing with Marceau. By calling him a bitch, that didn't make him feel bad and low. That did. That didn't make him feel low. But he turned around, right back around, and called your husband a bitch. And what did you say? What did he say? My name really is Vincent, or whatever his last name is. Y'all didn't catch the ball. I'm just saying, don't eat all those T-Man, Jerome. You didn't catch the ball. Okay? You did not catch the ball. And it's laying right in your hands. Quit calling people bitches. I don't care how you was raised. I don't care who told you that first. See, my daughter is the type of person that she don't like to go toe-to-toe with you. Unless she have to. Because there's no woman on that show would have called my husband a dog that's on a bitch.
So as you can hear, Wanda was saying that Tisha does not want to go toe-to-toe with anyone unless she truly has to. But again, in Wanda's contradictory fashion, she says in the very next sentence that no one would be able to call her husband a dog, let alone the B word. So what is it going to be? Which one is it, Wanda? Is it, Tisha won't go toe-to-toe with someone unless she has to? Or is calling your husband a B word something that you have to go toe-to-toe about? Which one is it? But I think bottom line still, They, meaning she and Tisha, they do not want the smoke that is Stormy and Betty, no matter how Wanda tries to dress it up and put it in a box for us. So then Wanda gives her version of explaining the similarity, the alleged similarity between Tisha's kids' hair care products and Stormy's. And here it is.
This. Oh, Tisha supposed to have been one out there and stole Stormy now, y'all, Stormy hair care line. She stole Stormy hair care line and used her products to use her products. Okay, let me say this right here. Let me say this because I don't want to get myself confused. As I was told, they had the same people or the person that does the same hairline. They got the same person that do whoever set Stormy stuff up, the same people that set Tisha stuff up. And my understanding was they were trying something on a bottle to cover it and see what it looked like on the bottle before they stick it on the original bottle. They just covered it up to see what it looked like. Now, Tisha ain't got nothing to do with it. That is produce. Y'all go to the produce. Y'all go to the people who did that. That don't have anything to do with her. You didn't see her finger not one time putting on nobody's bottle. When they sent her all the empty bottles and sent her the labels, they was all, I'm not going to say empty bottles. Yeah, empty bottles, right. When they sent her all the empty bottles, the label was already on the bottles. She didn't have to put no labels on the bottles. They was already on there when they sent them to her. She didn't cover up not one thing of Stormy. So when y'all get it, don't get it twisted. And Stormy knew that. She knew they had the same people that doing the same thing, okay? With different products. I can go right now and buy ketchup, because that's what y'all gonna start doing, catching up. In one bottle, and I can taste it. It's totally different than another bottle of ketchup. So if ketchup is ketchup and ketchup is ketchup, I seen Disco brand ketchup, I seen Kroger brand ketchup, I seen Piggy Wicked brand ketchup, I see Hunt ketchup, I see all different ketchup out there. It's which one I'm tasting this.
Okay, so first off, I don't think that analogies is Wanda's strong point. I think that she should just lay off trying to use an analogy to explain her point. Ketchup, and hair products, kind of like two totally different stratospheres, but, to each his own. Secondly, if I were to understand what Wanda was saying, it sounds like there is a company that specializes in creating labels and bottles for products to go inside. And this particular said company that Tisha uses is also used for Stormy's company. And Miss Wanda was trying to say that, Tisha has never put any labels on her bottles and she could not control basically what it looked like. And she was not copying off of Stormy. That was not her intent. So my only commentary on that is that I feel like the best explanation should come from Tisha versus Wanda trying to speak up for her on her YouTube, not to, totally try and embarrass Miss Wanda, but just, with her speech is kind of not really flowing. And then you have to kind of still assume what she's trying to say. So I think that, Tisha, she could just explain it and then just keep it moving, and dispel any myths that is surrounding the hair care line. And there you go. But I just feel like with Wanda explaining it, it's, hella choppy. But still to stay on the subject of hair, Wanda actually talked about some interesting products that she has used to press her hair with. So just bear with me, y'all, with this sound bite. Buckle your seatbelts, and I will come back with my commentary.
I do it right now. I've been doing it for years. I make my own grease. I do. You think I'm lying? I don't think you gotta do it and look on there and see. Everybody in Bellsman can tell you about it. I made my own grease. And it didn't make it. And all the stuff that they doing, putting in their head stuff now. Some of the stuff she got a little bit from me. The rest of the stuff she was doing on her own. They do natural stuff now. I was doing shit like, okay, I press my hair. I had to damn press my hair with that stuff here, Lord. Yeah. Y'all young folks don't know nothing about. What is Crisco. Y'all folks don't know nothing about that Crisco. The Lord poured. I remember the time when my mama used to say, well, we ain't got no grease. Get you some what they call Crisco? The white Crisco. I ain't talking the one that melted down and they put all this stuff in there. I'm talking real Crisco. Lord, baby. The Lord. You can probably find it in the store now. Lord. Okay?
Okay, so for any hairstylist that is watching this video, I ask kindly that you please leave a comment about Wanda using lard and Crisco to press her hair. I mean, uh, where do I even begin? Like, why? Like, there was absolutely no oil in the house. Not even like Vaseline, no Blue Magic, no nothing. I mean, when I was growing up, it was like pink moisturizer. But my goodness, what year did pink moisturizer come out versus when she had to use Crisco? There had to be some greases in between. There had to be a neighbor, somebody that would have given her some grease. But that just really, irked my soul when I heard that. So now we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about Kiki. And there is this question that has popped up, is Kiki and her husband divorced? And Wanda would not go into detail. She said she's going to go live again next week after the water toss. But in regards to Kiki and her storyline, here's what Wanda has to say.
About a month ago, that if Kiki and her mama, if her and her mama tell their story, baby, I want y'all to listen to me. And Kiki and her mother tell their story, they would flash Love and Marriage Huntsville off the map, baby. Let them tell their story. That's all. That's all I would say about that. Because, baby, they got so many stories to tell you. I never went through the stuff that Kiki and her mother done went through. Never. I couldn't even see myself going through the stuff they went through. Period. And then you got the destiny to say, what Maso doing, what you heard he did, because you ain't got no proof. She ain't got no proof. But if Tisha was low down and dirty, she can tell so much stuff. Oh my God. She can say so much things, but she realized that's her cousin. And I'm her auntie, but don't come stepping on my toes. That's all thing I'm going to say. Because as soon as you come back at me and step on my toes, I'm letting everything fly out the door. Everything. Everything's going to fly like paper, baby. And the wind is blowing. So don't do it. Don't do it. The wind is blowing. And you know, I know. I don't care what you say about me, I'm true. I don't care what you say about Maso, I'm true. But what you're not going to talk about is mine. The water you throw, it's good to hit Tisha. Because if I was just sitting almost nearby her, baby, somebody had to leave him. Period. I ain't going to tell no lie.
Okay, let me know in the comments if that sounded like a threat to you, in your opinion. But she insinuates that there's so much more to Kiki and her mom that we don't know, and that if they would tell their truth, it would just take the show it would just skyrocket, Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I feel like basically Wanda's biggest objective is to get herself back on Love and Marriage Huntsville for season 7. I even feel like she's trying to send signals out to the Melometers and even Melody herself. The reason why I say that is because after that soundbite, she even insinuated, about some people on the show, they don't even have their man anymore and they still love them. And so I can only assume that, in my opinion, she is talking about Melody possibly still loving Martell. And I think that that is so far from the truth. And I just feel like her biggest goal is to use her YouTube lives to trigger people to want her back on the show, meaning the people that she is at odds with, because they would want to address her. And that's what she's thinking in her head, that, maybe they'll want to address her and check her on camera. I think she's thinking she can use her YouTube channel to get back on the TV show. You all let me know what you think. Now, she also talks about how on Love and Marriage Huntsville, I guess there's like amongst the couples, there is this theme of cheating, and there has been a nasty byproduct of the cheating.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But why should I leave somebody? I don't have no evidence. And when Tisha made that statement that my husband never showed me that he have been unfaithful to me. And if he never showed her that, what's wrong with that? I mean, I don't give a fuck what he doing in the street. She never seen it. She never heard. Like I said, she ain't never heard it, but she never seen it. Never. So if a man out here cheating on me, to be honest with y'all, if a man out here cheating on me, somebody gonna have to call and tell me something. Come on, y'all. These black women can't keep this a secret for 5 years. Black women, they not black. They not black. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Not only with some of these women on Love and Marriage Huntsville, I'm gonna say some of these women because somebody probably gonna get and know exactly who I'm talking about. Not only did they cheat on them, that was diseases brought to them.
So that is gross. She is saying, Wanda's words, that someone actually got an STD. Now, I could have sworn she has mentioned this before in one of her lives where she was ranting about Kiki. If you can remember as well, let me know in the comments. That's who I thought of first, that she is insinuating that someone may have alleged gotten an STD as a result of someone cheating. But who do you think it could possibly be, in your opinion, allegedly? Now, that's always gross, any type of STD, yuck. And I also want to point out, in case you need like some translation, when she says produce, she is saying products, particularly when she was talking about hair care products. And when you hear her say the word destiny, she's saying audacity. You have the destiny to do something. You have the audacity to do something. That's what she meant. Okay, so this last sound bite that I want to share is with Wanda actually speaking about, the Scotts making the show.
And no more than she got, because they're on the show too. And I'm going to talk about it next week because I didn't get a chance to talk about it. You are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I'm going to talk about, somebody said they made Tisha. Bitch, I want to talk about that because nobody done made Tisha. There's nobody. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all gonna make me about to talk about it tonight. I'm not going to talk about it. But I'm going to say this right here. I'm like, Tisha, if you made me, go make another one. That part right here. If you made me, go make another one. Because it seems like everybody you making on the TV show is going against you. So if y'all made us, Oh, make another one, see how great it is. Let's make this great again. So my thing is, I'm gonna talk about that one. Yes, you made them. How the hell y'all made somebody? You ain't put no. Y'all people just keep on forgetting. There is a God. If it wasn't for the show, Marcel wouldn't be getting all the stuff he got. Marcel wouldn't be publicized. Baby, he may have been on a Bella show. How you know? How you know? Because it wasn't, seem like to me, if it wasn't for Marcel them, it wouldn't be no show. Because if it would have, like to me, y'all would have had 5 or 6 more couples already. That's what I'm saying. So when her little fans get out there and say that, if it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be no them. Bitch, first of all, if it wasn't for Marcel, Maurice, and Kimmy and Tisha, it wouldn't be a show. It would be a show. It'd be a whole show. That's what it would be.
Okay. This is what I think Wanda is thinking in her mind. Like, she's thinking more simplistically. She's thinking about the show in terms of the number of people. She's thinking that if it wasn't for the Scott's family, it wouldn't be as nearly as many couples. It would just be the Holtz. Well, frankly, that's all that Ebony would need. That's all that I would need, to glean from Melody and her business sense. I would absolutely love that. As far as people, hiding their storylines, pretending like there's lawsuits that do not even exist is absolutely wild to me. And you're on a reality TV show. And, the couple for at least 2 years now, they just keep talking about their sex life. I'm over that. So I think that it is ridiculously humorous that the Scotts made Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if it wasn't for the Scotts, there wouldn't even be a show. That is extremely far from the truth. I would love, like, even what they attempted to do with the Black Expo, I would love for it to be like a women's theme with Melody, Nell, Tiffany, and even Stormy. And I know that Tisha and Marceau, they would be a little sore about it, but I feel like they would take that type of concept to the next level. And then, yeah, I could totally do the show without the Scotts. And I know you all can too. But let me know what you thought about these sound bites. I thank you all for your support and for checking out this video. Please hit the like button on this video. I know that you hear all of your favorite content creators ask you to do this. It really does mean something, and YouTube pushing the videos through its algorithm. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I will talk with you all soon. Bye.